Dear students, I am Dr. Manas Kumar Das, lecturer in history, Dinakrishna College, Jaleshwar, Baleshwar. Today we will discuss the history and culture of Odisha. This paper is for the plus 3 third year, 5th semester honor students, and it is also useful for the generic 1 elective students. In this paper, in your unit 1, you do have Kalinga War, which was occurred in 261 BC, its causes and significance. In this video, we will discuss about the Kalinga War and its causes. So, let us discuss what is the Kalinga War. The Kalinga War of 261 BC is considered as the seat anchor of Odishan history. With it begins the dated history of Odisha. The Mauryan influence over Kalinga not only added a new feather in the already crowned Magadhan imperialism, but it also brought about a radical change in the existing polity of the land. Though the Nandas had established their authority over Kalinga, they had probably altered the existing administrative setup of Kalinga. After Kalinga War, a new and elaborate system of administration was arranged by Ashoka for this newly conquered province. The Kalinga War was a milestone in the splendid career of Ashoka. It took place, as I said, in 261 BC, just 8 years after the coronation of Ashoka. A detailed account of this war is known from the Rock Edict 13th, which is found at Shahbazgarh in Pakistan, in the Pakistan-Afghanistan border. Kalinga was under the suzerainty of Magadha till Dhanananda. Kalinga probably slipped away from the fold of Magadhan imperialism when Kautilya and Chandragupta Maurya revolted against the Nandas around 322 to 321 BC. Chandragupta had never attempted to annex Kalinga during his lifetime. Bindusara had also not fought with the people of Kalinga. So, it was a historic necessity on the part of Ashoka to conquer Kalinga. So, now let us know what were the causes that led to the Kalinga War. There were several factors which were responsible for the outbreak of Kalinga War in 261 BC. The first point is the powerful neighbor. The Magadhan Empire during Ashoka had surrounded Kalinga in the north, west and south. The existence of a powerful neighbor in the form of Kalinga, which was situated on the border of Magadha, was definitely a threat to the power and potentiality of Magadha. Thus, Kalinga posed a great menace to the grand Magadhan Empire. Before Kalinga rose to that extent, Ashoka wanted to defeat Kalinga and wanted to capture it. The next important point is imperialistic design of Ashoka. Ashoka's invasion of Kalinga in 261 BC appears to have been actuated by his imperialistic designs. By the time of Ashoka's accession, the Magadhan Empire had spread over most parts of India. From the Himalayas in the north to Mysore in the south, and from the Kabul Valley in the northwest to Bengal in the east. The whole territory was under the sovereignty of Ashoka. An independent kingdom of Kalinga, not very far from the center of gravity of the Magadhan Empire, was intolerable for a warlike or warmongering king like Chandashoka or Black Ashoka. The next important point is economic prosperity of Kalinga. There were certain economic factors which had created rivalry between Kalinga and Magadha. Kalinga monopolized the overseas trade in the Indian Ocean and gained vast wealth. Her wealth also increased from the inland trade. Though the Mauryas had foreign relations with the contemporary Hellenistic powers, they had not maintained commercial relation with them. It may also be pointed out that the Mauryas by that time had not built up a naval power, and the Navadhyakya or the superintendent of shipping mentioned by Kautilya in his Arthashastra was in charge of polishing the rivers, rail lakes and seashores rather than building ships for maritime trades. So, the economic prosperity of Kalinga became an eyesore for Magadha. The next important point is the commercial factor. In trade and commerce, Kalinga was a great competitor of Magadha. Important trade routes from the Gangetic Valley to the Deccan and further south passed through Kalinga, facilitating her trade and commerce. Though Magadha had foreign relation and huge internal resources, it suffered from a commercial crisis due to lack of trade routes. The existence of flourishing Kalinga with a trade and commerce was adversely affecting the economy of the Mauryan Empire. The next important point is stealing of Ashoka's jewels by the Nagas. According to the description of Lama Taranath, a Tibetan author, the Nagas stole away the jewels of Ashoka. So, the emperor Ashoka became angry and conquered their territory. These Nagas were identified with the seafaring people of Kalinga. In order to take revenge, Ashoka invaded Kalinga, but this theory has not been accepted by some historians. They said that it was made by some historians. Anyway, the another important point is legend of Karuvaki. A strange story regarding the cause of Kalinga War prevails among the fishermen community of eastern coast of Odisha. According to this, Ashoka invaded Kalinga, being infatuated by the beauty of Karuvaki, the daughter of a fisherman and the fiancée of the crown prince of Kalinga. Though this fact appears absurd, but it cannot be rejected outright, because from the queen's edict it is known that Ashoka had a queen named Karuvaki, who was the mother of Tibara, a son of Ashoka. Then next important point is religious factor. Religion was another potential factor for Ashoka's invasion of Kalinga. Before Kalinga War, Ashoka was a devout Saiva, though it is difficult to ascertain what was the prevalent form of religion in Kalinga. With tolerable degree of certainty, it can be stated that Buddhism and not Brahmanism was prevailing in Kalinga. Ashoka might have decided to wage a holy war against Kalinga to teach the Buddhists a lesson. Though nothing concrete is available to the historians regarding the nature of polity in Kalinga during the Ashoka's invasion, and also the state of religion in this land, it appears that Brahmanism as a state religion did not prevail here. However, this is a controversial issue. Now, let us know about the nature of the Kalinga War. What sort of Kalinga War was this, or when it occurred, etc., etc. The much anticipated Kalinga War took place in 261 BC, as I said earlier, which is known from Megasthenes' account that Magadhan Empire during Chandragupta Maurya consisted 6 lakh men. Definitely it would have increased during Ashoka. So, with that great or grand army, Ashoka invaded Kalinga from north, west and south. However, the Kalingans resisted the attack vehemently. The war took place on the bank of the river Daya near Dhauli. The Rock Edict 13th mentions the horror of the Kalinga War. In this war, there was great loss of man and material. Ashoka is said to have declared in his 13th Rock Edict that he had slain 1 lakh soldiers or 1 lakh Kalingans and captured and made them as prisoners about 1,50,000, and many more had been injured or affected by this war after that. So, anyway, it was so these were the causes for the outbreak of the Kalinga War between Ashoka and the Kalingans. Indeed, it was a great war which changed the scenario, political scenario of India in general and Odisha in particular. So, this is all about the causes. Thank you.